Well, there can be a houseplant, but they're mostly outside. They're hostas. You know, a lot of people say they can't be grown in the Southeast because, you know, maybe they don't have the experience or know the types. But these are beautiful shade plants. Some are sun tolerant. Just to show you, you know, I brought my living proof. This is a sun substance. This thing is massive in size, and I've grown this one for years. And it's thrived. It's probably 4 foot in diameter, but it's a large hosta, and you know, it's easy to grow. This one is, you know, likes a good amount of sun. You know, really get a bright yellow color. And also, some of the key things when you're growing them is they like continuous moisture. So picking a place in your landscape where you have a moist soil. But we have a huge variety of them. We were just commenting on, this is one that's really...
It's so unique.
Right, it's unique. This is called praying hands. A very, very sun-tolerant hosta. Very easy to grow. Comes back every year. They are deciduous. They do lose their leaves. So expect that to happen on them. Here's a beautiful hosta, which is called Atlantis. And this is a wonderful heat-tolerant hosta. You know, you see they have just so many varieties. It's probably the most hybridized variety plant in the country, in the world actually. You know, it has this yellow variegation, the ruffled leaves. You know, medium amount of sun, some morning sun, and then in the afternoon give it some shade. Some of the key things you got to remember, like it's moisture retentive. So when you know, we have our sandy soils here in Florida, and we just make sure you mix in some peat, some earth nourished potting soil, and you'll get a good blend on that, and make sure you got good irrigation. Here's a beautiful one. And this has been in the sun for getting sun probably, you know, we're getting some hot days now, for probably around 6 hours a day. Summer bouquet. This, you know, is a great looking hosta. One of the other advantages of this plant is that it flowers. So in the middle of the summer, it's going to have a beautiful white flower stalk. You know, they make great cutting plants. And then also, if you start out with one, you can always divide. You can see this one here, right? Look, by looking right here, you can see that it's full of new types of new flowers and new plants here, and a few snails. You know, those. But you can take a division in the middle of summer, and it's not a problem. You get them started. You know, you want to fill your hole with some organic stuff like bone meal, some cottonseed meal. Of course, this constant diet of fish emulsion during the summer.
I know! Everything has fish emulsion in it.
Everything has fish emulsion in it. So you want to get them started well. Make sure you get irrigation on them. You know, give them some morning sun for beautiful color and flowers. And then try them in a container. These are some of the best plants for containers because one of the great characteristics about hostas is it can take a drought. So if you're away for 4 days, it's not going to die on you. It will come right back.
That's good to know.
Right.
You can go on a little vacation.
Right, exactly.
This one's my favorite.
This is a beautiful one called Fatal Attraction. Now this was a tough hosta. If you're thinking about getting one and trying one, don't get discouraged. This one will work for you. Okay. This is a plant that's around a couple of years old. Just look at the growth on it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just amazing. Look at that amount of growth on it. Variegated, beautiful variegated leaves, and again, a summer flower.
Well, thank you so much, Larry. And if you'd like for more information on growing hostas or which one to pick for your garden, go to larrysgarden.com or give him a call at Larry's Garden and Design and Installation, 346-1970. Remember, you can hear Larry on the radio every Saturday morning at 8 on WOKV. It's AM 690 and 106.5 FM.